Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out here with Mary. We're going to go for a walk. It's in the evening because I planned to head out a bit earlier but got held up with a few things. So it's probably about 4:30 now. So the sun, because we're right in the mountains, is really just down below the mountains, but we've still got an hour or so of sunlight. It's not going to be a really long walk. Still working Mary up. We've done one walk in the mountains before, but there's definitely a difference in fitness level between Mary and me.
I'm out of shape, guys.
So we're going to go for a walk. This is a mountain I've climbed before. You guys haven't seen me climb that mountain. I didn't take you on that walk. I went right to the top. It's sort of one of the bigger mountains in the area. We're not going to go right to the top. We don't have the time for that, and Mary doesn't want to be dead tomorrow, or her legs at least be dead. So we're probably just going to go to one of the first little ridges or peaks. Still a very nice view. It's quite a walk to actually get to the forest part of this walk. Well, you still have to climb the hill a fair bit. So we're on the way to the forest part. Where it sort of starts going up the hill, we'll show you this. It's like this top of a ski slope. So I think it's running this time of year, but I'll show you that when we get there. So there you go, you can see the mountain there. The sun's just gone behind it, but it's quite a big one. So we go up this road, and you can see a little track going up the mountain, That's the one we're going to start going up. We've come a bit further up the road. Unfortunately on this road there's no footpath, so we're just walking along the edge. You just happen to get a time with lots of road traffic. It's been pretty quiet. So even though we're not in the forest, we have climbed a fair bit of height. Mary is already... Here comes another car. Mary's quite exhausted, so we're not going to push ourselves ridiculously far today. The light is also, as I said, is going to be a limiting factor. We didn't bring a torch with us, or as the Americans would call it, a flashlight. It's not a stick with fire on the end, is what you would call a torch.
Yep.
We're getting to the part of this town where there's some more bigger houses, more expensive because we're at a higher elevation. There's a bit more view here. I'll show you some of them in a second. Right here you can see one of the bigger houses. It's a little bit hard to see through the trees, but you can see it has a couple of curved walls and a little spire on there. So not a simple house to build. You can see they have a bit of a view over the town and into the fields. You can see there's that white house over there. It's cream and white. That's a little bit more European style. So this is where the people, maybe there's people who live in Moscow or St. Petersburg or different areas where they might build a residence here. Some people do that. Also, if you're just a little bit more wealthy, you can build up here. Obviously land's more expensive up here, but quite nice to walk through. We're getting closer to the part where the actual walk starts. It's going to be interesting to see how the track is, because it's quite a wide track. It's not hard to follow, but we've had a fair bit of snow lately. At the beginning of the year we had very little snow, but a fair bit. It's not a lot, but close to a foot of snow, and that could make it a little bit more difficult for walking. We don't have any snowshoes or anything like that, so just high winter boots. So we'll see how easy it is to navigate our way up there. Here's another residence. There's a gate, and still hard to see through the trees, but this house is made out of logs. We'll be able to see more once we get past the trees. There's a whole bunch of side buildings as well, I can see. There we go. So this is built out of logs. It has some ornate windows, a little ornate entry. I don't know whether this is a house dwelling or some place that they rent out, or a guest house, but very ornate. And a normal log house, or more stereotypical one there. As you can see over there, a big building. So some money has definitely been spent in this part of town. Oh, I left my wife behind. Yes, there's a big difference between my gate and Mary's gate, or length of step. Alright, so up near that phone tower is where the track really starts. We'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, we made it to the ski lift. I don't know if I told you about this, but as you see behind me, there is a ski lift here, and this is at the top of a ski slope. You can see there's some people. So we've already climbed up a fair way. Down there is the more touristic part of town. This isn't a massive ski slope, but it's the only one that's working in this town. This is more of a town for a health resort, so winter sports isn't as big, but they have a ski slope here. They've actually got a few, but this is the only one working. So, how are you feeling, Mary? Good, tired, but good. How are your legs?
My legs are definitely feeling it. They're feeling the months I've gone without horseback riding or any other kind of exercise.
I've told Mary that her body will thank her after about a week, when she's rested and her muscles have adjusted to this exercise.
It won't be thanking me tomorrow.
No. One thing you can see, maybe you might be able to see, there's a small sign over there, and that is a trail sign. All through these hills there are trails that you can walk on, some higher than others, for all the people relaxing here. So I've walked a few of them. Mostly I've been climbing mountains, so not so much on those parts. Anyway, we're gonna take a breather here and decide whether or not we go further up the hill or back down. Okay guys, we took a little break. A consensus has been made. We are not heading any further up the mountain. This is a fair way up already. As we showed you, we are up. There's buildings down there. So we walked a fair way. What does this say? Alright, this is just how many meters we are from. Yeah. I don't know if that's. I think that's how many meters we are away, not how many meters we are up, because we are definitely not 2 kilometers in height. So, unfortunately, I don't know how high we are, but we've walked a decent walk, especially for Mary, who's just beginning. So we're going to go down this track. So this track looks really nice, especially with the pines, with all the snow on them. I mean, anybody who's been watching the channel knows I love nature. Mary, do you like nature?
I do, I love nature.
Oh, sorry, our camera is wobbling around the stand. Sorry, you probably didn't notice, I noticed. It distracted me. But yeah, nature, you?
Yes, I love nature.
I'm enjoying the winter version of it with the snow on all the branches. Really looks amazing. Okay, we are going back down the hill, down the trails. We're going to actually head towards the actual, not the town, but the more shopping part of town. We're going to do some shopping that probably won't be in this video. It's just a little bit of buying some food products, nothing too drastic. But the trees are amazing here. So this is a forest section. And we are in the pine trees. We're coming down this hill. It's pretty grippy, there's some slippery spots, so we're trying our best not to land on our backsides. Mary is concentrating on walking, that's why she's not very talkative at the moment. Trust me, she can talk and is probably better at it than I am. You should start a YouTube channel. No, you can just say as a...
Just stick to being your sidekick.
Sidekick? It's not very nice. Yeah. Hey! Yeah, you hold that. I'll show you. This is... You can slip a fair way if you have any speed, so that's why we're being cautious, especially Mary.
Well, because I don't have very good balance, just in general. That's why I stuck to horseback riding as my main sport. The horse could be balanced instead of me. Although it does take a bit of balance to stay on the horse.
Yes, it's not easy. It's not just like sitting on a motorbike or anything.
No, it's not.
While the horse is moving up and down, getting into the rhythm of the horse is more difficult than it looks.
Yep. Well, and when you're riding a motorbike, the motorbike doesn't have a mind of its own, so you don't have to...
Yeah, the motorbike doesn't all of a sudden decide, oh, let's go this way.
Yeah. Or you know what, I think we're done. I'm going to try to buck you off now. You don't have that with a motorbike.
But Mary is improving with her own coordination. Alright, we've come down the track a bit, and as you can see, we've got a nice gazebo here. They have put these along the track for hikers to have breaks, so that's very nice. You can also see on this track that there has been some skiers and snowboarders come down here. It's not a designated skiing track, but I think it's just people who are trying to have a little bit more excitement than just going straight down the hill. Oh, isn't she pretty? Oh, you can see back there, they've got a rubbish bin. It's got a bag in it. I'm impressed with that. That's one thing I saw a lot more in Australia, having rubbish bins for people to be able to throw rubbish away, and normally they're a lot bigger. They'd be at least 4 times the size of that bin. But it's really nice to see them putting stuff like that out, so people who do have rubbish can put it somewhere and it can be taken away later on. If there are no rubbish bins around, yes, just take your rubbish with you. You obviously carted that bottle of drink or that chocolate bar wrapper or whatever you up with you with something inside of it. It's not going to hurt to take it back with you, but it's really nice to see them have bins here as well. Is it a nice spot for resting? It is.
It'd be a nice place in the warmer weather to have like a picnic or something. It's got a nice table and everything.
We shall have to remember that for summertime. It's probably a little bit cold in winter. You sit in these seats for a while and the cold gets to you. So I haven't been snowboarding yet or anything. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but when you're walking down a trail like this, you can sort of experience that. Lots of good fun. Anyway, it'll make do until I ever try skiing or snowboarding. We are taking this trail. Sorry. Mira was asking which way we're going. We're taking the less beaten but shorter trail. Don't worry. We're not far from civilization. We're almost down the valley, so we're not going to get lost. Anyway, one thing I really like about these boots, like I bought Mary some, and they're not fancy, they look more like a gum boot, but they got a nice line on the inside. There's men's ones have these, which have material on the top. Except I haven't found them for ladies at this height, this sort of height. But the good thing about these is they're warm, but also if you look, when you're walking through long snow, deep snow I should say, to a certain point, they're higher than the snow level and they keep all the snow from going in your boots. So going for walks to the forest, they're really good, they keep your feet warm. I can take these boots out. I've done it down to minus 30. I've worn them minus 40, but definitely down to minus 30 without a problem. Your feet stay warm. Minus 40 when I wore them, my feet didn't get cold, but I didn't spend like all day out in the snow. So really good boots, worth investing in. And they're not, these aren't actually expensive. The ones I have are like 20 American bucks, and the first set I got lasted like 4 years. So good investment. Alright, we're going down a steep section, so we're sidestepping. Whee! You're learning to be adventurous, Mary?
Yes.
Oh, look. There's a big moon over there. So, oh, on this camera it looks a lot smaller because it's such a wide screen. But the sun's setting, and the moon's just coming up. It's nice and full. Very beautiful scene. Picture. I need to work with my vocabulary. Anyway, we are coming down the less beaten path. Oh, I gotta give Mary a hand here. It's slippery. We're teaching Mary controlled slipping. If you saw in our last video, probably video before last now, we took Mary ice skating for the first time. Improving. That also helps with learning to controllably slip, because ice skating is literally slipping in one direction but staying on top of your feet. Well, that path landed us in the back of one of the sanatoriums. As I explained in a past video, that the sanatoriums are not like American ones, they're more of a health resort here. So we are back in the touristic part of town, and we're on this beautiful bridge here. This is a nice hand railing. Goes over the river that runs through the centre of town. So we're going to call it the end for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on that walk. If you did like it, consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with friends. We hope you guys are all having a great day. Don't forget about our memberships in the description. You can find more of our content there, and it's a great way of supporting us if you would like to do that as well. We hope you guys are having a great day. I'll catch you on the next one.